What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So many things broke. Not ever a video that you want to make, but you got to show all the good and the bad, right? On the positive side, Austin, Saturday night, the same night that Wyatt stuffed his legend car in the wall, picked up a victory. You just saw that video where we finally believe that the Falcon is back. So that is a good thing to be excited about, because we have the big race, which is May 14th, this Saturday, at Outlaw Speedway for the $1,000 to win Stinger race. They've actually put up some money, some extra money for second and third place as well. So a lot of money on the line for this weekend. So Austin and Wayne will hopefully be back on the track chasing that money. But so that's the good news. Really cool videos. I'm really proud of Austin for going back to back on his Friday night win at Hattiesburg and his Saturday night win at Deep South Speedway. And now it's time to reset and get ready, as I mentioned, for May 14th at Outlaw. Something really cool is that the SCDRA class, the Hot Shot class, which is a new class for Outlaw, will also be running that same night for their debut race. It's a new thing that Outlaw Speedway is doing. But we will not be entering into that race at this moment. At least that's the plan. But the game plan for today is to fix all of the damages in all of the cars that were broke. So as of right now, the 12 Legends broke, the 13 Legends broke, the 13 Stingers broke. We're not going to fix them or work on them, but the Bandoleros broke, the Pure Stocks broke, even though the Pure Stock ain't even on the agenda of being raced. It's just what it is. Oh, P.S. Pure Stock engine build part 1 coming soon. But that's the game plan today. We'll take them one by one. First things first, we'll show you guys the damage to the 12 car. I know you guys saw a little bit of it in the last video. I'm going to give you guys an explanation and rundown on what the plans are for Wyatt. And then we'll go from there and move on to the 13 Legend, to where I'll show you guys. I've already got it tore down. I went live on our Facebook page and showed, you know, a up close and personal look of that car's damage. But I'll show you guys and show you what the game plan is for that. And then last but not least, we'll get it ready, and I'll show you guys the repairs that need to be made on the 13 Legend car. And hopefully by the end of this video, we'll have everything ready to go. And or at least the 13 Legend and the 13 RSX. The 12 car ain't gonna be ready. But thank y'all for joining us on this video, and let's get right to it. Man, it's so sad. Well, here she is. Beautiful 12 Legend car. I feel so bad for Wyatt and the Bicker family. Just the amount of time and energy that got put into this car, getting it redone, getting it repainted. And it's very, very, it was a very emotional time after Wyatt just got to see it and look at it. I'm very, proud of him for keeping his composure and for everything that he did to represent us on the track. I'm proud of him and his attitude that he showed after the wreck. But I hate to say it, but at the same time, I think it's going to be a positive thing for Wyatt. This car is sold. Travis Blevin, which I'll show you guys. Y'all have heard us talk about him. He actually came on board with Premier Painting up in Seattle, Washington. Has purchased this car. Wyatt's going to come down and we're going to ship this thing to Washington State. So we're going to end up cutting the whole front end off, taking the motor, put it inside the cockpit, take the seat and all out. Just strip this thing completely down, and Travis Blevin and them are going to end up clipping this car because we believe it's fine. We have just explored different options with the Bicker family, and they have decided that just due to finances and other things, that they are going to pursue a different type of racing for Wyatt. So if you guys, I want to, put this out there. I've had a few people reach out and say that they were interested in sending some money to help fund Wyatt's next race car. That is an option. I'm going to put my email right here on the screen. It's also in the description. If anybody is interested in contributing to Wyatt's next race car build, y'all are more than welcome to do that. No obligation, but that is going to be something that will help him tremendously to get him back on the track. So that is where we stand with this. Wyatt has officially retired from racing the Legend class, but all in all, Wyatt had a good run at it, and he is going to be back on the track hopefully sooner than later. So if you saw the last race in this car, Bobby Rowland was able to take it out and race it at Sunny South. We had the issue with the alternator, and Wayne Tompkins ended up throwing a jump box on the back and strapping it all down so that Bobby could make some laps and just finish that race, which he did. But something that went wrong that we believe that happened, which is why this car was not performing correctly, is this alternator went bad. And so what I ended up doing is I did this off camera because I did not realize how easy it was to change this out. My old motor that I had, it's still in this box, the one that blew up before we ended up buying the engine that is in my car, had the alternator that's right there already on the car on it. And so if I would have known it was that easy to change, I would have probably just run out from the house and grabbed it real quick and brought it to the track. But I know, like for Billy King and a few of you other guys that really enjoy how to change these things out, guys, it's so simple. I'm going to show you guys. Here's the alternator. It's driven by a spline drive that goes inside of the motor. It is 3 bolts right here, and it is as simple as 2 wires with these connectors that plug in. And so I'm going to just go over it real quick and show you guys. You don't have to take anything off except your breathers to give you better access. And then obviously if you have this pad right here, it's easier to get to, but I didn't have to take none of that off. There's 2 wires that come out of this alternator right here, and they plug in as simple as alternator brown, alternator red. So I unplugged them wires out of the bad one right there. And once I got this one in, I plugged it right back in. When you unplug this, or when you take this out, the 3 bolts, one right here, one down on the bottom, and one right here, this thing just slides out. There's a little bit of a seal. It's got a O-ring seal that you can see right here around it. So when you pull that out, you will lose a little bit of oil out of the engine. And you just take that and slide the other one right back in. I mean, it literally just sets in there and pushes in. And then you put the 3 bolts back in and plug it up. So while we're going out here and working on the 13 Stinger, which is out here, I've got the battery charger out. We're going to put this thing on charge, and then maybe at the end of the video, we'll come crank this thing back up and we'll test it and see, maybe not, if this alternator is putting out or if it's revving up a lot better. So I'm going to get this thing on charge. After that, we'll go out here and actually get the 13 RSX ready out here, and we'll go from there. All right, so got the battery charging there. So we'll come back later and crank this thing up and see if everything looks good on it, and throw that in the garbage because I'm pretty sure it's bad. So now I'm going to show you guys. Y'all are probably wondering what this is doing here. We had some very unpleasant guests that we found scattered out through this thing, and they were forcefully removed, if you catch my drift. But anyways, so here's the 13 car. Yeah, I know it's dirty. I haven't washed it. Been behind getting everything going, but the last race with this car, I came in 2nd place at Outlaw Speedway. Felt really good to be back at the track for our season opener, even though that track was extremely muddy. Very muddy, as y'all saw. Still dirt falling out of this thing all over the place. Anyways, let's go over some of the damages that we have. So you can see here that I've removed everything off the front. whenever we were at that start and that car, the Saturn behind me, shoved me, that 29 car was jacked up so high you could roll a basketball under it, that the front end of my car slammed into it, and when it did, it pushed everything down and pushed this back. I showed y'all on the live video on the Facebook group. You can see that I've straightened everything back out. So everything is nice and straight there. Got everything straightened out on the bottom, and also got the hood back bent up. So you can see it still has a little bit of dings right here, which I'll get out. But everything fits back on the hood pins. I've got to fix the battery strap down, or the tie down for this battery, because it came loose. It's kind of wedged in there. But the main issue, which I'm very thankful that it didn't happen during the race, is right here, my radiator busted on this tab. So y'all can see, check that out right there. So all this, I've got it out. Watch this. You can see here where when I tip it up, the pressure out of the radiator, look at this. There you go. So she was coming out. So this sits like this. So whenever it was racing, the water was just shooting out of this, which was causing that little bit of water up there. But anyways, I'm gonna get these fans off. I've got a new radiator, get the fans put back on, and get the front end put back on this car, and then give this thing a good wash, and we'll be ready to go for Outlaw. Good. We'll let this thing run for a little bit. Let that thermostat open up once it gets up to temp. Top the water off and go from there. What I did, what you saw me do there, is Wayne last year at Outlaw ended up wiring my fan up to cut on automatically when the keys turned on. That way you don't forget about turning fans on or anything like that. And so what I just did is I took and cut out some of the old junk wire that I didn't need, and I spliced and cut the original wire off of the secondary fan, and now both fans are coming on automatically. So I want both fans running at all times when that car is cranked. So that is good news there. I got that done. All we have to do left is wash that car and get it all ready, make sure there's no leaks, which we'll get to in a second. But for now, we're gonna tackle this bumper. I'm gonna show it to y'all. So not much damage here. I mean, this broke, but I'm just literally gonna take, actually I can do it probably right here. Check this out. Oh, maybe not holding the camera, but I'm gonna push this back behind here and probably just put a pot rivet in that. This here, oh well. And I'm gonna zip tie all this back together and then pot rivet this. And then this will be good to go. So I'll come back here shortly and we'll get this done, and then we'll get the car washed and put this back on, and we'll wrap things up for the day with hopefully cranking this bad boy. There you go, just like that. I even somewhat fixed this and just pushed it back in. But I got everything pushed back up in there. Trusty zip ties, which I'll end up pop ribbing this once we get everything put back together. Got that piece put back in and straightened out these pieces right here, which doesn't really matter that much. So let's go over here and see how the car looks. It's been running for now about 20 minutes. See if we see any leaks. Don't see no water anywhere. Still got good water there. See what the temperature looks like. Perfect. All right, call that a job. Now time for the fun stuff. Let's get this thing washed. All right guys, so like I mentioned, now that we get to move to the fun part of the video, I want to let you guys know that I'm excited to announce we have come up with the prize for the 3,000 subscriber giveaway. Again, thank you so much for all of your support if you are a subscriber to our channel. So here is the deal for the 3,000 subscriber giveaway information. What we're gonna do for you guys is we've collabed and looked at a bunch of different comments and things like that, and we've decided that this time what we're gonna do for 3,000 is we're gonna give away 2 shirts, 2 hats, and a sticker package from all of our numbers and different things like that. And also we're gonna give you a bottle of Super Clean because they are one of our sponsors, and we have plenty of that for you guys to try. So for this video, we want you to comment 3,000 giveaway, or just giveaway. That's fine. Just comment giveaway, and that will enter you in for the drawing for the 3,000 subscriber giveaway. Wait a minute. Forgot to tell you the best part. If you're not interested in the hats, the giveaway, the shirts, the stickers, and the Super Clean, we'll give you a $100 gift card, just as a thank you guys for everything that you are doing for us. So speaking of Super Clean, it's time to clean this car, get it ready. With Super Clean being one of our sponsors, they always ask, what do you use to clean the cars? And look at this. What are you doing over there? You good? So they always ask, what do we use to clean our cars? Obviously we use Super Clean, but I'm gonna show y'all my method, and then we're gonna talk about the sponsor of today's video. So what I do is I use a Hudson sprayer, and I just get one of these. You can buy them at Lowe's or Walmart or whatever you want. And I don't measure, I just guess. And I take and I put about, I don't know, that much or so Super Clean. And then I douse it with just a little bit of Dawn dish soap. So I just put a little bit in there just like that. You see it? What is that, soap? Does it smell good? And then I fill that up and I take it and I spray my car with it, and I let it sit for about, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes, and pretty much just spray it off. You don't even have to wash it. But I'm excited to announce to you guys that we have a sponsor for the video today. So once I get this filled up, I'm gonna show y'all who come on board for today's video as our sponsor. So now that we have our Super Clean solution in the Hudson sprayer, I'm excited to let you guys know that the sponsor of today's video is Avolt. And Avolt is a company who makes pressure washers. And they said, hey guys, we see that you guys use Super Clean to wash your cars. We would like to partner with them and making sure that you guys are clean on and off the track. So Avolt has sent us a pressure washer here. It's an electric pressure washer, and it's a 2300 PSI. And one of the cool things about that is it's a light duty pressure washer. So it won't like blow the paint off and blow the stickers off and stuff like that. And so we want to give a huge shout out to Avolt. You can buy this product on Amazon, and they sent us one to use so that we can make sure that we keep the cars clean and also use it on the RV. I've already used it to wash the RV some when I got it stuck over on our property. But you guys, I'm excited about this because I've never had an electric pressure washer. I've always had a gas one. So we're gonna give this thing a go, get our Super Clean solution on the car, and then use our Avolt pressure washer to see if we can make this thing look good. So again, thank you to our sponsor Avolt for this video, and thank you for sending us this pressure washer. Let's get to cleaning. All right, look at that. That was awesome. Did a really good job. It's not shining because I haven't waxed it or anything, and you can see where I still have to do some more. You can't get it all, but for what it did and what it looked like originally, it looks 10 times better. Looks amazing. You can see it was bad and now it looks really good. So anyways, that's good. Good to know. All I got to do before the race for Saturday is clean this, and I'll put this back on, but y'all ain't got to see that. That's just pop riveting a few pot rivets on, and this one will be good to go. So I hate to say this, but I will not be at the race Saturday. I have to work this Saturday, May 14th. The day that they race Outlaw is actually my third son Ezra's first birthday, and me and Christy's 6-year anniversary on the same day. And I also go back to work that night shift. So I will be watching it on our private sponsorship group, on our FFR private sponsorship group live, hopefully at work, so that I can keep up to date on that. If y'all would like to join that so you can see them live races, just shoot me an email and we'll go from there. But before we end out, we're going to go in here and see about the Legend, see if the battery has charged up and cranked it up, and make sure it runs good, and then we'll sign off. Let's go see what it does. Let's see what the battery's at percentage wise. Ooh, it's only at 56. Not sure if that's enough, but let's crank it up and see if it runs, or see if we have any leaks real quick. See what happens. That's good. Our header bolts are still holding up. And I don't see no leaks down there. Woo! Well, that is good news. That seems to be revving right, but I'm going to leave the battery charger on it to get that battery up to 100%. And then I think the true test is going to be taking it up and down the road and making sure it doesn't bust up. But anyways, that's good. We got the 13 RSX is repaired, and we'll put the front bumper back on that. And I'll probably wash it one more time and scrub it this time and just go over it. I always go over it more than one time. 2 or 3 times I'll wash that thing. I also got to wash the trailer. It's filthy as well. But I've updated you guys on the Legend car. Told you guys about that. Again, if y'all would like to contribute to Wyatt's new ride, y'all please just email me. And also, hopefully we got this 13 fixed and got the alternator changed out, and we can, you know, update you guys on the status if that fixed the car as well. As far as Austin's car is perfect, ready to go, just got to wash it. Wayne's car is perfect, just got to get it ready to go, work out a few minor details on that. And I left you guys hanging earlier, but Dad will be driving the 13 at Outlaw for the big money race. So again, I want to thank you to say a thank you to Avolt for sponsoring today's video. Also, thank you to all of our other sponsors and Super Clean as well for providing us our stuff to clean and wash our cars. Y'all don't forget to comment giveaway down in the comment section to be entered in for our 3,000 subscriber giveaway, because I'm excited about that. And then after that, we'll just do some more giveaways. I've got a really cool one in store for 5,000. So 5,000 subscribers is going to be our next one. And let's just say it has to do with Hunt the Front. How about that? I'll give y'all a little teaser. Anyway, thank y'all for hanging out with me today. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Please subscribe if you haven't already to help us grow this channel. And we'll see you guys in the next one at the track. Y'all take care.